Hey there, I'm Dina and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be giving you an overview and summary of the book Atomic Habits. This is a great book if you're looking to make some behavioral changes, you have a goal that you want to obtain, or you just needed a new system of how to make changes in your life. I'm going to be giving you my summary and all of the best lessons that I learned from this book, so keep watching. Okay, so to start off, I wanted to kind of give you an overview of what this book is about. James Clear, the author, says, forget the goal and focus on the process of becoming the new identity. The author gives a great analogy of the difference between a goal and a process. He uses the analogy of losing weight. He says, let's say you want to lose weight for a special event coming up. You want to look really good for this event, versus the process of becoming a fit person. If you only want to lose weight for this special event, what happens when you obtain that goal? You no longer need the process. You no longer keep those changes that you worked so hard for. But if you focus on the process of becoming a fit person, you'll always be a fit person. You'll always be ready for any event that pops up or a special event that you want to go to. You'll always be that new version of you. One of the main points that the author makes in this book is try and get 1% better each day. If you can focus on getting 1% better each day, after a year, that's 37% better. That's way better than trying to do that overnight. So if you can focus on those small daily habits, it's going to lead up to a big change. Think of a stone cutter. He's hammering away at a rock, trying to break it in half, and he hits it 100 times. But it's not until he hits it 101 times that it finally splits in two. But it wasn't that last blow that made the rock break in half. It was all those little hits beforehand, all those daily hits that he was hitting at that rock to finally get that 101 blow that split it in two. It's just like that with our goals. If we focus on changing 1% better each day, just like hammering that rock every day, eventually you'll reach your goal, and eventually you'll hit that rock and it'll split in two. You'll get there, but it's all those little changes that add up to this big change. The author gives another great analogy of a plane flying from LA to New York. Let's say the plane just slightly changes its direction 3.5 degrees south. Instead of ending up in New York City, the plane now ends up in Washington, D.C. By little changes, you're going to totally end up on a different path. So keep that in mind when you're making those daily changes and they don't feel like it's enough. Remember that it adds up to this big goal. It's the difference between ending up in New York or ending up in DC. Those little changes make a huge impact. All right, so the biggest lesson I learned from this book are the 4 laws of behavioral change. This is the process that the author uses to create those small daily habit changes that lead up to this big new change, this new identity. So the first law of behavioral change is make it obvious. Don't hide the things that you want to do. If you want to read more, get that book out of the bookshelf, put it on your bed. Or if you want to do more yoga, unroll your yoga mat, have it ready to go. Or if you want to eat healthier, display the fruits and veggies on your counter. Make them obvious. So when you're hungry or you need a snack, they're right in front of you. Display these things to encourage you to do them more. So the second law of behavioral change is make it attractive. When you want to read a book, find a book that you like, that you're attracted to. Or if you want to work out, do an exercise that you enjoy. Don't drag yourself to an exercise you hate. Find something that you enjoy. And the same goes with eating healthier. Choose the fruits and veggies that you find attractive, that taste good to you. The third law of behavioral change is make it easy. If your goal is to eat healthier, pick fruits and veggies that are easy to eat. Think about like an apple. All you have to do is pick it up and eat it. Or a banana, super easy to peel. Or if you love pineapple, don't buy a huge pineapple that you have to chop and cut and put in the fridge. Buy it pre-cut. Make it easy for yourself to eat these things and to be healthier. And the fourth law of behavioral change is make it satisfying. If you're satisfied, it'll make you want more. So if you choose the fruit that you love and it tastes good and it's satisfying, it'll encourage you to want to try it again and to keep eating it. Okay, so there you have it. Those are the 4 laws of behavioral change. It's make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it satisfying. If you can do those 4 things, it will keep you in line. It will keep you changing that 1% every day. And it will lead you to becoming this new identity, this new version of yourself. When you have a goal that you want to achieve, write out that goal and then write those 4 laws and write how you're going to work on them. How you're going to make it obvious, how you're going to make it attractive, how you're going to make it easy, and how you're going to make it satisfying. When you have it written down, you can look at it. And when you stumble or plateau, you can go back to these laws and you can say, where did I fail? Where am I not paying attention to that law? Sticking to these 4 laws will help keep you on the process of changing your habits and working towards your goal. Another great point the author makes is if you have a bad habit that you want to get rid of, do the opposite of these 4 laws. So instead of making it obvious, make it invisible. If you want to stop drinking, don't have your alcohol displayed on a cart. Hide it way up high, locked in a cabinet that you won't even see or touch. Or if you want to quit smoking, make it unattractive. Find a picture of diseased smokers' lungs and put it on your cigarettes. Remind yourself what that's doing to your body. Or if you want to lose weight, put a picture of yourself at your goal weight on those unhealthy foods. So when you reach for them, you're like, oh, I don't want to eat this because I want to look like that. Make it unattractive to eat the food. Instead of making a habit easy, make the habit difficult. The author gave a great analogy of a businessman who had his assistant change his social media passwords every Monday. So Monday through Friday, he didn't have access to his social media. He was forced to focus on work and he wasn't distracted by social media. It was difficult for him to access. And lastly, instead of making something satisfying, make your bad habits unsatisfying. If your goal is to watch less TV, make yourself watch a really boring TV show. Make it unsatisfying to watch TV. So the last point I want to make that I found really profound in this book was that the author says we aren't hardwired for slow gratification. Our caveman brains that we still have to this day, they're hardwired for instant gratification. So don't beat yourself up for wanting instant results, instant change. It's hard to keep going day after day after the things that you want. But if you follow this process and you work on changing and getting better 1% each day, you're eventually going to reach that goal, obtain that thing that you're desiring, and become a new identity, a new version of yourself. All right, so to recap this video and this book, we have forget the goal, focus on the process. What is the process? It's the 4 laws of behavioral change. Make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it satisfying. And to get rid of bad habits, you do the opposite. You make it invisible, you make it unattractive, you make it difficult, and you make it unsatisfying. Aim to get 1% better each day, and that'll add up to 37% over a year. If you focus on those little daily habits, it's going to equal this big change. Splitting that rock in half. Just keep that analogy in your mind. Every day that it feels hard, just remember, every little effort comes before the next that adds up to bigger change. And if you get stuck in the process of achieving your goals, go back to the 4 laws and ask yourself, am I making it obvious? Am I making it attractive? Am I making it satisfying? And am I making it easy? And that'll keep you in line towards working towards your goal and becoming that new version of yourself. All right, thank you so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate it as always. If you haven't read the book Atomic Habits, I highly recommend it. It's a great book on behavioral changes. If you're one of those people that's tried to obtain a goal and you failed, try this process, these 4 laws of behavioral change. It's a great way. It's slowly changing your habits over time and leading up to this new goal, this new identity of becoming the best version of you.